White mold is an economically destructive soybean disease. It attacks when the plant is most vulnerable and impacts seed quality and yield. The pathogen thrives in regions with cool, wet weather and dense plant canopies. Understanding its life cycle is key to knowing how and when your crop is at greatest risk. White mold can persist in soil up to 10 years as hardened, densely packed fungal tissue structures called sclerotia. Sclerotia are roughly the size of rat droppings and can be difficult to see on the soil surface. When conditions are cool and moist with more than 16 hours of leaf wetness with high in-canopy humidity, sclerotia germinate and form small, mushroom-like structures that release airborne spores. The spores infect senescing flowers rich in pectin during the soybean's reproductive phase, R1 to R3. As these infected petals fall onto the soybean stem and leaf axils, new tissue is infected. Sclerotia can produce multiple spore flushes, maintaining infection pressure throughout the flowering window. This is the only time to intervene, after infection occurs, but before symptoms are visible. Crop Voice is designed to help you take advantage of this window. Once the spores colonize the internal stem tissue, the pathogen destroys vascular tissue, cutting off water and nutrient flow. After 1 to 3 weeks, leaf wilting or bleached stem lesions indicate active infection. You'll also see white, fluffy fungal growth, or mycelium, and sclerotia forming on the stems. This confirms that it's white mold, not brown stem rot, sudden death syndrome, or stem canker. Once you see visible symptoms or patches of dead plants in your fields, it's too late to treat. New sclerotia will continue to develop inside and on the infected stems and pods. These drop to the soil surface at harvest, ready to start the cycle all over again. Because of this cycle, managing white mold requires a multi-year strategy, not a single-season fix. Make sure to note the GPS coordinates of white mold hotspots for your next soybean rotation. For fields with white mold history, consider planting wider rows as a management technique for previously infected fields. You can also plant less susceptible varieties going forward and use Crop Voice to know when white mold is infecting your fields before you see symptoms.